No Budget RC here. Wanted to give you guys a review of the Proline Hyrax tires that I recently put on my SCX10. Before these tires, this had a Toyota hardbody on this SCX10. It was also running a shorter wheelbase, and it had a set of the small Proline TSL Swampers. And I decided to change it up and run a larger size tire and a little bit longer wheelbase. And I went with the Proline Hyrax tires. I looked at a lot of reviews, and almost all the reviews I saw were positive on these. And so that's what I went with. This is the XL size, the 4.75 inch tall, 1.9s. Kind of see in there that I run beef patties, both front and rear. And the first run I had on these tires, we were running them on rocks down near the Lewis River. I live in Washington State, and we were running at a place called Lucia Falls, and these tires were pretty impressive. I actually didn't even have the beef patties in the back. I only had them in the front at that point, and I was pretty happy with the tires. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the Proline Hyrax, they're filthy and it's a little hard to see right now. But they've got like siping through the tread. And, you know, like I said, I was pretty impressed on the rocks. It was wet and rainy. And there's a video on this YouTube channel. You can go back and look. It shows it crawling up a waterfall, and you really can't tell how steep it is in the video, but that waterfall is actually pretty steep. There was a couple guys out there with, one had a brand new SCX10-2, the Honcho. And I believe it was all stock, and he could not at all get up that waterfall. And this thing was crawling up it pretty easy. Now, the downfall of these tires. My local hobby shop, Track and Trail Hobbies in Brush Prairie, they have a crawler course there. The crawler course is mostly wood. He took a lot of stumps and logs and laid them out, and it's mostly a raised course. If you get these tires wet, they will not hook up on that course at all. One part of the course is just a couple of like 1x4s on a, I mean, it's a fairly steep ramp. I could not get up it at all. These tires would not hook up on that ramp. They would just slide and spin. The owner of Track and Trail Hobbies was running his SCX10 at the same time. And he's running the Pitbull, not the Rock Beast, but the XORs, and his truck went right up it. And he's running beef patties in his as well, and he was able to crawl right up it. So the downside of these tires, I would definitely say, is they don't hook up as well wet as they do dry. And especially once they're wet and dirty, like see how filthy they are. The last time I ran was at the hobby shop. And they're wet, and you get all that dirt sticking to them like that, they just will not hook up on wood. Which is, like I said, is a lot of how he has his course set up there at the hobby shop. There is some rock down in the lower section, but then it's the way he has it set up, you kind of go around the outside, and you're up on wood the entire time, up on logs and stumps and stuff. And then you drop down and go down through the middle, which is mostly rock. And I could do fine on the rock, albeit when they were wet, they do not do as well as his XORs were. But on the wood, these tires were just worthless. So I just thought I'd give you guys an honest review, because every review I saw on them before I picked them up just said how great they were. And there is a downside, and I just thought I would share that with you guys. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.